Welcome to Rainbow Network Media. Please kindly subscribe to this channel for interesting news. Thank you all for listening. Honorable Uche Onyeogocha was the immediate past secretary to the Imo State Government under former Governor Emeka Ihodioha, a former federal legislature who represented Owerri Federal Constituency. He was at a time the only All Progressive Grand Alliance member in the Green Chamber. In his interview with Ambi Uneze, the legal luminary turned politicians talk about anti-open grazing bill, Ipob agitation, among other issues. He said the sit-at-home order initiated by Ipob in the southeast every Monday was strictly observed until it was called off, but the Imo State Governor denied that the order was not adhered to. The governor spoke to satisfy his paymaster in Abuja. He told them what they want to hear, something that will make them believe he was doing what they sent him to do. Imo State, everybody knows that people in Imo State knows that they respect Ipob sit-at-home directives. Rightly or wrongly, they respected it and believe in it. I will advise that he should stop lying, that is Hope Uzodinma, to himself and to his sponsors, that he is not in control of the situation. He should tell them the truth, even if it will cost him his job. That way, his sponsors will take him more seriously. It is not as if they don't know the truth, because I strongly believe that the State Security Service in Imo State report back to their headquarters on the situation in the state, and I am sure they would be telling their boss in Abuja a different thing from what Senator Hope Uzodinma is telling them. It will be proper to tell them the truth so that they will not believe or perceive him as a liar. I advise him to tell them the truth because he is not telling them the truth. Once again, I will say that Senator Hope Uzodinma is not telling the truth. Imo State does not have an anti-open grazing law, and it is law number. Imo State does have an anti-open grazing law, and it is law number 9 of 2006 laws of Imo State of Nigeria, and it was signed by Chief Achike Udenwa, who is still very much alive. The bill was sponsored by Honorable Oliver Nwenerem, who represented Ezihinite, Mbasi State constituency. He is also very much around. Therefore, I urge the Southern Governors Forum to disagree the misinformation by Senator Hope Uzodinma and understand that Imo State has already moved on of others, having passed the law since 2006, and anti-open grazing law is in the Gazette of the state. Both the governor that signed it into law and the sponsor of the bill are all alive today to testify to this. They have started correcting themselves now by saying that the law does not cover everything. I have gone through the law myself and seen it covers everything, because it says every area that is farmed or cropped. It is not for the headers to decide whether a parcel of land is farmed or cropped. It is for the owners of the land to say. So, when you look into a parcel of land from outside, it might look bushy, but the time you enter inside, you will discover that it is planted with cassava, etc. In the same, sometimes people plant cassava and leave it for 2 years or more before they uproot it. When a herder sees the bushy part, he may move his cattle in it and it destroy the planted crops. So, the law is comprehensive enough. I will urge him to stop misleading Nigerians. However, the person to be blamed is his Attorney General, and I want to appeal to Mr. Attorney General, please advise Senator Hope Uzodinma appropriately so that he will not goof in situations like this. Imo State does have an anti-open grazing law, and it exists as Law Number 9 of 2006, and it was signed by Achikwe Udenwa as a governor then and sponsored by Honorable Oliver Nwerem. It is an abdication of the governor's responsibility because if a law is passed before he came in, he has a responsibility to uphold it. He also reserves the right to repeal such a law if he has any quarrel with it. I wouldn't be surprised if he wants to repeal such a law, but if he wants to repeal the law, he should send it to the House of Assembly, and until that law is repealed, it remains the law of Imo State under that subject matter, and he has the responsibility to respect and implement it to the letter. With due respect to Mr. President, he claims that there is law that gives rise to that, but I want to remind him that whatever that law was, it has gone long overtaken by the Land Use Act. Unfortunately for Mr. President, the Land Use Act is incorporated in the Nigerian Constitution in such a manner that the only way it can be amended is the same procedure to amend the Constitution under the Land Use Act. Every land in the state is vested in the governor of that state. It is the governor who decides on whom it should be apportioned and for what purpose it should be apportioned. I know that the law Mr. President is referring to does not apply in the South because there was a northern Nigeria then, but even in the northern Nigeria, under the Land Use Act, the governor holds superior title and authority over every parcel of land within their state, and the president does not have any power whatsoever to grant piece of land in any state. The only thing he can do is to appeal to the governor, and if the governor says he will not, there is nothing anybody can do about it. In the case of Benue State, the governor Otom has done the right thing by insisting that there is no land to give out for ranching. Therefore, the governor has the right to exercise the power invested in him by the Constitution by deciding to give or not give any parcel of land for which Mr. President is demanding. Also, Mr. President should begin to focus on Nigerians and not on cows. Mr. President, most cows we have in Nigeria today are actually being brought in from our neighboring country. Chad, Niger, Mali, Burkina Faso, and the rest. Our people are going that far to bring in cattle. We do not have enough cattle to feed Nigerians in Nigeria. The earlier we adopt modern agricultural techniques to increase our demand for beef, the better for all of us. I will plead with Mr. President to allow the country to move forward in peace. He is placing more emphasis on cows than he is placing on Nigerians as human beings. It is high time, Mr. President, begins to focus on Nigerians and not on cows. Finally, let me remind Mr. President that most of the cows we have in Nigeria today are actually being brought in from our neighboring country. The earlier we adopt modern agriculture techniques, the better. So guys, what do you think concerning this news? Let's know your thoughts. Your views are highly welcome. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel for more updates. Thank you all for listening.